Welcome to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I'm Me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
Coming to you from that little trailer park in Marfa, Texas, where you want to come see the lights. They might be in my living room window. So,
Marfa, not much there. Not much here, I guess. Is that what I meant to say? Not much here, except for the mysterious lights.
you've been to Marfa.
I have.
June.
Hey, apparently we've been to Marfa
I mean,
now.
yeah, that's where we're at.
That's what you get for saying that's where we're at.
Well, it is.
I know.
In my head.
In your head. It is a cool place to visit. It is a very small, nothing town. But they do have this nice setup along the highway versus what it used to be to see the lights.
So you mean you don't got to pee at the guardrail anymore? They actually got an outhouse there?
Yeah, they really do, I think. No, wait. It's like a big pavilion. Maybe are there restrooms?
Pavilion.
Pavilion. See what I did there?
See
what I did there? Yeah. I can't remember if they have restrooms or not, but it's all fenced off and has mounted telescopes and all that stuff.
You said mounted.
You're so goofy. You're so goofy. Oh my god.
You said mounted. Oh my god, so.
Okay, y'all, so welcome back, and we're glad you could join us, and hopefully you're going to enjoy this episode on our wedding. We said
Ours.
Yours and mine. Ours wedding.
Oh my god.
Yours and mine. Yes.
I don't even know what to say.
So, me
It was a
and
good
Mrs.
wedding.
You know, the wedding was actually different from the reception. We, didn't have money for a big wedding or anything like that. I'm not real
From
sure.
what I understand, the
want
bride's father's supposed to pay off for all that.
Oh, my daddy's cheap ass, please. I don't think so, dude. Plus, I think second time around,
No, it's second time you found.
I believe the daddy might have paid for the first one. He didn't, but that's usually the way it goes. But I think once you do it the first time, from then on out, it's up to yourself, to do it. So
you found us a cool little church.
I did find us a cool little church. I wanted to get married somewhere that was just, to me, I don't know. I guess, yes, I'm fucking redneck, so sue me. I don't care. So I wanted to find some place that I thought was really cool. And, we have some cool cities here in Texas, like we have Paris. Ooh, yeah, Paris. Oh.
Got Athens.
Yeah, but,
And Rome.
Anybody can go to Rome and get married, and anybody can go to Paris and get married, blah, blah, blah.
This woman picks a little cowboy church.
Oh, my God.
Wait,
before we say where, I found a couple of cities that I thought was really cool. One of them was
wait, what was our
Gun
alternative?
Barrel. Remember Gun Barrel City? Because,
that would have been cool.
It sounds redneck like we are. So, but that's not what I decided on.
You picked have sex with your cousin, Texas.
No, I didn't.
No?
Have you seen my cousins? Oh, no.
Yeah,
no. So, I picked a little town that I thought was just almost as cool, maybe a little bit cooler than Gun Barrel City.
What? Any more alternatives before you get to the punchline?
No. I mean, it was a toss-up between those two, and
okay.
So we decided that we were going to get married.
You decided.
Okay, yes, I decided, but you agreed. So it was a joint effort.
I just wanted it cheap. I didn't give a fuck where it was. Got married in the back alley of a fucking porn shop.
Anything to do with porn, you're there.
Two purposes. Get married, get some honeymoon material after we're done. Easy peasy. Who don't do that?
Yeah. Anyway, so we did end up getting married. Do you want to say or
No,
do
go
I?
ahead. You got this down. You're the boss. You do it all.
Thank you for noticing.
Fuck me. No, go ahead. They're wait. You've kept them in suspense for 5 fucking minutes. Go ahead and say it. Just do it. And then they're going to be like, what? So, no, what
We got married in Cut and Shoot, Texas.
Woohoo! Yay! You waited 5 minutes for that.
Yeah. Hey, Cut and Shoot. That's fucking awesome. That's definitely
my mom and my stepdad were there.
Yes.
And you invited your mom.
I did invite my mom. She didn't go, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. But his mother, my mother-in-law, and his father, my father-in-law, did drive down there with us. Now we took separate vehicles, but
I could not have been in the truck with her. I can hang out. I can hang out with my father.
Ooh.
Well, fix it.
Oh, man. Ooh, Mike's messing up.
I can hang out with my father.
Yeah.
No problems. All day.
I know.
All day. My mom. Done.
But you know what? His mom and dad did do something really nice for us. Not only did they make the drive down there,
That is true.
they also paid for us to go to the Flagship Hotel, which
Not
is
there
no
no more.
longer there in Galveston.
So the Flagship was this old hotel built on a pier.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was out of over the Gulf. It was actually
Yeah.
kind of run down.
Oh yeah, it was real.
It was not what I expected.
but you know what? But we can say been there, done that, and nobody else nowadays can do that.
Yep, that's gone.
So we did
No,
get
but
to
do you
go spend
remember-
the weekend down there, and it was a lot of fun.
Do you remember driving from? So after we got married and we were taking the trip to Galveston.
We did go to the Cowboy Church there in Cut and Shoot. So we actually did get married in a church. It didn't burn down when he came in, and we had the most awesomest
preacher.
Mm-hmm. You know, he had spurs on and cowboy boots.
You ought to take a couple of the pictures from our wedding. And
Uh-huh.
just take a couple of pictures and you can put them up on Patreon.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. But
So-
and that's relation to the story. But so after we got married,
Yes.
you changed into your slutty clothes and I changed into my
slutty clothes.
and I changed into my beach clothes and we drove to Galveston.
I was
so
a
do you
lot
remember-
thinner back then, so I did look a lot better, y'all. But you know,
You look perfect now,
oh, thanks, Eddie.
except for the shoes.
Yeah, okay, shut
The
up.
way your feet ball.
I
up.
know,
Yeah.
whatever. Shut
But
up.
the point I'm trying to get to,
If you get there,
well, shut the fuck up, okay? Is so you remember driving through? So we stopped and saw my biological father's tombstone.
wow,
It's not even a tombstone. It's that little plaque they engrave in. It's like dead guy here, right? So
wow,
it's what it is.
Jeez, Yeah, It's called a marker.
It's basically so they don't lose the body.
Right. It's
Okay.
called a marker.
But do you remember
go ahead.
what was it, Texas City? What little town was in? And it was this way and that way on the
Yes.
streets.
Oh, we can go
Oh.
this way. We can go that way.
And that was the actual
And then didn't we find the other way?
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was the
God.
actually name of the streets in this town we were
Yes.
driving through.
Yes, it was pretty funny. I think we did take pictures, but
We did.
really I have no idea what happened
That's
to
back
them.
when we used film.
Yeah. So who knows what happened to them? So
I also, we stopped at I forget the name of that submarine. Right, we went in and out of that little.
the
little
USS.
It's a World War II sub. It's not. Yeah, it's a World War II sub
Yeah,
right there in Galveston.
Yes.
So and then
Weren't they moving it? They were fixing to get ready to move it or something.
no, that's the
right?
battleship that they're dealing with right now.
Oh, okay.
Did we go to the battleship? I mean, I know we've been to the battleship, but I don't know if we went on our honeymoon.
Maybe. I don't know. We really didn't do anything, a whole lot of anything. You know, it was just us. We went down to the beach. We spent the weekend, because we all had to go to work the next week. So we did come back. But since nobody really got to go, we planned a reception at the trailer we were living in at the time. The trailer we were living in at the time, and we lived on a cul-de-sac.
Oh, and that's when you sent me to rent the tables and the chairs.
No.
Yeah.
I went and rented them. You went and picked them up. You and a neighbor went and picked them up.
Same fucking difference.
All you had to do. No, actually, I think I picked them up.
Nope.
And y'all set them up.
Nope.
Yep.
Baby.
Well, you might have picked them up. I don't know, but I know
because it was right up there by where we used to buy ice.
The neighbors did help set them up and everything.
They're good people.
We lived in a little cul-de-sac, so we didn't have any kind of through traffic or anything like that. We invited several people that we knew from work and neighbors and family and
couple
all
homeless
this.
People.
We might have. I don't even know. So, and we had plenty of adult beverages.
God, I miss that cul-de-sac.
And we
Got
really
plenty to do right here in my own front yard.
Yeah, we really did have a good time. It was a great turnout. A lot of people showed up.
My mom made the groom's cake.
Your mom made the cake as well.
Oh, did she?
She did.
Well,
I think that's why she was pissed.
She was pissed.
Because this guy, he got to act a fool all the time.
So she tells me, right, we're like planning this wedding. We're like, don't do the little shove the cake in my face. I'm like, okay, don't shove the cake in my face.
Yeah, don't shove the cake in my face. Well, he didn't.
No, yeah, I did. Well,
no, don't shove the cake in my face.
No, that's
you
true.
did not do that.
So
you
we're doing So we're doing
People
the
already
toast.
know. Y'all already know.
Yeah, most of you probably already do.
Yeah.
We're doing the toast. I've been drinking since like 8 in that morning. I'm celebrating my freaking wedding, okay? I'm a happy dude. I got a hot wife. Things are fucking going fantastic. But I'm like, huh.
I know what I'm going to do here.
Well, you kind of took the fun out of the whole cake shoving thing, so I'm like...
Honey, I just said that. It's not like you couldn't have, but I mean, I just didn't want to get totally messy and have to take a shower, and we got people here, and, so I mean, just a little bit would have been okay.
It was a little bit.
Yeah, a whole tier. A whole tier.
So...
Don't shove cake in my face.
The domestic violence part of our wedding reception was when she's like, oh, like I do, or whatever. I can't remember the exact lines, but I took this beautiful woman by the back of her head and face firsted her right into the whole cake.
The whole cake.
The whole cake.
That his mom had made for us.
Everybody was mad.
Oh, except for you. You were not mad. You were laughing. You thought you were funny.
But your mama?
Oh, my mama was mad.
Nope. She was hot.
Your mama was mad. Your mama was like, how are we supposed to feed people cake now that you've put her face in it?
I didn't think it all the way through.
Apparently not.
And I'll eat the whole motherfucker. You don't want to eat my beautiful baby's beautiful baby's face cake. Okay, you don't want to eat it? I don't give a shit. Okay, that's my wife.
We did have plenty of cake to go around anyway. We took that.
I could have went to Albertsons and bought another goddamn cake if nobody would have touched it because
we
you
were
contaminated
really
it.
broke back then. So, but you know what? It seems like we were really more broke, but
we always had fun.
Yeah, it seems like we, I don't know, did more stuff or something. I'm not real sure.
Well, we're not as broke now,
right?
But our bills are 4 times as much.
Yeah. It's a good thing you make 4 times as much money.
Right. So and this woman came up with the clever idea for an ice chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she takes the washing machine and fills it up with ice and puts all the beer in it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that way you don't have to dump an ice chest. When the water melts, it's already in your washer. Done. It's all the alcoholic beverages are contained. Everybody knows where to find them at.
I didn't know where the laundry room was.
Oh, no, you knew where the laundry room was because it was by the back door to go out back.
Yeah, it's true.
You had to pass it because it was straight. You walked straight in the front door, straight out the back door. Through the kitchen and the laundry room. It was all just, linear.
Yes. And so that your mom, I told you about the kitchen, right?
You did.
I'm in there, I'm rinsing something or dumping a beer out or getting another beer.
Probably getting another beer.
And
but
your
go ahead.
beautiful mother comes in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just out of nowhere, a baby. I'm like, la 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 la, doing my own motherfucking thing. And I just get kicked right in the fucking ass. And I turn, oh, it's hot. I turn to her and she's like, don't you ever, oh, I'm sorry for listening, ever, no, I'm not, do that to my precious daughter again. Okay, that's a little over dramatic.
You think?
Yeah, but that's the way it went.
Oh, okay.
So ever since then, she's just like, fuck you, and that's how we greet each other.
No, y'all don't even greet each other like that.
No, that was
never even
those were the
same
good
place.
times.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
Now we're just like,
gotcha.
is Brent there? Yeah, I'm not coming over. Win.
Winning.
Your. I remember your ex said, that's all I had to do to stop her from coming over. I'm like, dude, we should have hung out a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Poor bastard.
So yeah, that was our wedding. Our wedding was separate from the reception. You know, we spent one weekend at the beach for the honeymoon, and then the next weekend we spent at home with family and friends celebrating the wedding.
Best day of my life. Second, third. Well, my kids, you know what
You're
I'm
like,
saying.
you're up there.
My
Okay,
kids
I got
and you. Okay?
I got you.
Nothing tops family.
True. We do have a blended family.
That was a question. You know that, right?
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
Apparently, Bob's brother,
Bob's brother.
Varys,
Yes.
emailed and said, how do we cope
Uh-huh.
with a blended family?
Well, I ignore everyone, and I just stay at home. So that's how I deal with it.
That's my excuse.
Oh, that is true. I got gaming to do.
So, can we be
gaming to do.
Can we be a little honest here?
Yeah, he only likes pretty much one grandkid.
I love you, so understand when I say this. I still love you. Fuck you. Okay? I know exactly why you're doing that. Fuck you. There. Fucking really.
What a cunt.
You said it. Quit being a cunt.
It's
Can
fine.
we even say that?
We just did.
Yeah,
It's
sure
our
did.
it's our podcast. We can say what we want
So-
to. People don't want to listen to it. They don't have to listen.
There's an age difference between us.
Mm.
You're 14 years older than I am.
No.
You're 13 years older than I am.
No.
You're 7 years older than I am.
Yes. I knew you'd get there eventually, honey.
And you had kids early in your life.
I did. I had 3 beautiful girls.
Mm-hmm. But, so when we got together, I was still a young, handsome man of 23. Okay?
No.
Okay, I was a young, handsome man of about 28.
No.
I was a young, middle-aged man of about 31.
You're getting really close. Yeah.
That's 31.
We'll go with
That's
that.
31.
Yes. Actually, a little before your 31st
Right,
birthday. But
right.
anyway, yes.
So you had already had a well-established family.
Yes. And the
And
good
I still
thing
had a young
is,
family.
You did have a young family. So my kids were, the youngest was almost halfway to being 30. So the others, you know, and that was my baby. And so her sisters are older than her. Imagine that. So they were grown, you know, having families of their own. My oldest daughter, by the time we got together, we had 2. I already had 2
I was not ready to
grandchildren.
be a grandfather. Was not ready
You know,
for that.
but I get it because your children were still young. You had
Well,
one.
my youngest was 10 or 8.
Yeah, he wasn't even in double digits yet.
No.
So, and your oldest had just turned double digits.
But damn, that's been a while.
I know, it's been a while.
Oh my God,
so
we just got back from seeing her kid.
I know, honey,
Oh,
I
shit.
know.
Speaking of yours,
Uh-huh.
or graduating high school, where does the time go?
not my children, my
yeah.
grandchildren. Okay, my
Well, I
grandchildren.
say that the ones you had. No,
I'm
I just mean it as the
I'm
ones
just
you
giving him
had.
a hard time.
The ones you had.
So,
There are.
yes.
This is our family.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
yes, we our oldest grandchild has graduated high school, and now we have one that is a senior this year who will be graduating high school. And then next year we'll have one starting high school. What the hell? What the hell? And we'll have two more we have one in kindergarten this year, and then next year we'll
She
have
starts
another
school.
one starting kindergarten.
Holy fuck.
And then a year or so after that, we'll have another one starting kindergarten.
But no,
Ooh.
it was a little hard on me because
I'm sure it was
they
know?
were grown and I didn't know. I
right.
didn't want to step in and be like, "Hey, I'm your dad." But there's no way I would ever replace their father, right? And
Exactly.
and even to this day, that is not my goal.
Right.
Okay, I just want them to love me like I love them.
Right.
Okay, and I do, and I would do anything for them except give you my card. Don't even try. Okay, but
you know who we're talking to.
all of y'all, every last fucking one of y'all. Okay, no exceptions there. So
Yeah,
but-
he doesn't even give me his card. No,
So,
I'm just kidding.
But no, I mean it was hard, but it's been the best experience of my life.
oh,
you
mine
know,
too. To
I,
see.
I had to have. It took a little while for one of them to come around, right?
Right.
But I don't blame anybody for that.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And oh my god, oh damn. You know, I don't know. Was it as hard on you with the younger kids?
You know, I mean, there were several times I'm like, oh God. I mean, some of mine are already out of the house, and I have one that's gonna be out soon. Do I really want little kids again? It just, I mean, I did think about that sometimes, but I love you and what you had.
Well, I mean, it was the
So-
whole point when we got and once we had made the decision to get married. It had to be we're a family or we're not.
Right. Right.
Right. And I still don't like referring to them as my stepdaughters.
Right.
They're as much my daughters as my daughter is. You understand?
No, I get it.
And I always try to, we're a family. I grew up a stepchild.
Well, I did too.
And I had, but
go
you had a
ahead.
better experience than I did.
Right.
Because
right.
I had an experience to where the biological child got treated way better, okay,
Right.
than I did. And I didn't want that. I never wanted them to look at me as you treat this child better than you treat us.
Right. And, I think for me, especially when it came to your children, for me, it was easier to step into the role of, you know what, guess what? Now you're mine. And if I'm going to whoop your ass, I'm going to whoop your ass. It's that simple. You act a fool. If I would whip somebody that came out of my vagina and you didn't, I'm going to whoop your ass too. It's that simple. So, but I think it was easier for me because I did have step parents as well growing up. My parents did divorce when I was young, so I did have step
Were you
parents.
the cause of that divorce?
I probably
You
was.
were a problem child.
No, I really wasn't, y'all. Anyway, so, and I can honestly say,
You got lucky. You had two good step
oh
parents.
my God, I had the best step parents ever.
Mhm.
I could not have asked for better step parents. And I remember when I was little, we had moved into a new neighborhood, and we had been there, I don't know, a year or two or something like that, knew the neighbors and everything. And one of the neighbors actually asked my mom if she was the stepmom because they actually thought my stepdad was our dad, and she's like,
I wonder.
nope.
I wonder why.
So,
I wonder what gives that away.
yeah, well, maybe because she's evil. No, she's not evil. She just, I guess maybe she was more hard on us than he was, and so they just kind of figured he was our dad or whatever. He was a wonderful man. And my stepmother, who is still around today, thank
And a
goodness,
beautiful woman, and I love her to death.
She's so good.
She makes some good jam.
Oh, jelly, honey.
So what's saying? Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she get jelly
I
at
should-
coffee table.
And make
Somebody
it
told me
taste
that.
good.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I'm not the first person to say that.
I mean, if you got like an old computer you're not using anymore, give it to that woman. I'll get your laptop jelly made up really quick.
Oh, and it will be the best laptop jelly you ever had. So, I still do go down and visit her. Probably not as often as I maybe should, but I try to get down there at least once a month.
There's a lot on
to
our
check
plate.
on her, take her to the grocery store, anything like that, because she is such a wonderful parent.
Yeah.
And I think seeing where I came from with the step parents that I had, it did make it easy for me to be somebody else's parent as well.
Well, see, that's good because for me, taking my experiences now, and that's nothing to do with my current stepdad, who I don't even like referring to.
He's a wonderful man.
He's great,
He's a
and he's
wonderful
been there
man.
more for me than my biological dad ever was.
Yeah,
And I
He's
don't
a
even
great
I don't
guy.
even like referring to, but you know, when my mom and him got married, I was well into my 20s.
right.
You know,
Right.
but as far as anything goes, he's my dad. Okay.
Absolutely.
But-
You know what? When I talk about family and stuff at work, I say your dad. I don't
Right.
say stepdad. This is your dad.
Right.
This is, yeah.
But-
when I talk to people,
It
that's
was my experience, past experiences with the other, even with my biological father,
Mhm.
that has me to the point to where I didn't want your kids to resent me.
right.
I didn't want, and sometimes it's a fine line to walk, because are you letting them get away with too much? Are you too hard on them?
Right.
You know, you're trying to do what's best for them. And I will tell you, my hopes, for our youngest, okay, that child has completely far beyond
Oh yeah.
became more than I ever thought she would be, and I am so proud of her.
I know. I am too.
But this poor child was talking
I-
about moving to a commune, and why does she have to pay taxes? If at 15
How
years
come?
old,
How come people
Yeah.
just can't give everything to her?
yeah,
I
why?
know.
Oh my
And
god!
now she's grown and married and has a place of her own and a dog of her own, and
She has turned out to
she's a
all
good
of our
kid.
kids have actually turned out to be good.
absolutely.
None of them are in prison. Okay,
Nope.
all right.
Nope.
If they are serial killers, we don't know about it yet.
But that's okay because I would love you anyway.
Yeah, we'd even probably try to keep you out of jail. So we're that kind of parent.
I'll help you hide the body. I
Word.
know places.
That's what you do for family.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I'm blessed, and I'm not a real religious guy, but marrying you and having this great family has been the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Aw,
I do. I love them all.
honey.
I love them all.
Well, they.
Baby, you want
I
to
guess
clean
they
that
like
tear?
you.
You want to?
No, I'm just
you want
kidding.
you want to clean
Get
that?
away from me.
Baby, quit crying.
Whatever.
Baby, quit your
Oh,
bawling. It's so many tears falling from your
whatever.
face.
Yeah. Not.
So
Anyway, yeah, so he had kids, I had kids, and now we're just one big happy family like the Brady Bunch or something.
and I love it when God damn, I gotta stop that smacking. I love it when my grandkids come over to visit.
Mm-hmm.
One likes to be here more than
The rest.
others do.
Yes. Yes.
But oh god, that kid. I'm not going to the strip club. Walk out there. He's in this. What are you doing in the strip club? Giving the bitches fives. What do you think I'm doing?
I did tell you what he told me, right?
No.
So our little grandson is playing this game that he probably shouldn't play, or at least we thought he probably shouldn't play it, but we were letting him play it anyway, right? And in this game, it's more of an adult game, but it has to do with race cars and going
No,
fast.
It's more has to
and
do with stealing cars, but
whatever, but he gets to drive them, and that's what
Yes.
he likes.
Yes.
He likes driving cars, and as he first references is Dugatis. So he wants a Dugatti when he gets grown. And I'm like, baby, that's Bugatti. And he's like, no, it's Dugatti. I'm like, nope, it's Bugatti. So anyway, now he calls them Bugattis. And he wants to be an assassin when he grows up. And he wants to drive a Bugatti. And I'm like, okay, good for you. So he really enjoys the game. Well, one night he was playing the game, and guess who was at the strip club?
Mm-hmm.
This little kid. I'm like, oh my God. So I text his pappy, and I'm like, hey, guess what he's doing? And he's like, oh God, his mother's going to kill us. So I text his mother, and I'm like, hey, guess what? Guess who's at the strip club? And she texts me back and says, I told him to stop doing that. So apparently he had played this game before us. And so I didn't feel so bad letting him play it. So
That's great.
It's pretty funny.
It is funny, but
It is funny. So, but he loves to come over and play GTA 5.
5.
GTA 5. Granny, can I play GTA 5? You know, he actually come over one time. They come over to visit, and he wanted to play, and I told him that he couldn't play because we were visiting, and he was not going to get to play. So he asked about 3 times, and then after I told him no again, he's like, Mom, I'm ready to go.
I don't want to be here.
And normally this guy doesn't even want to leave our house, but because I wouldn't let him play GTA 5, he didn't want to stay.
Aw.
So, but he still loves to come over, and I'm grateful for that because it's fun spending time.
Well, we got to
with
thank
him.
Bob's brother for the question. So
Yeah,
So
yeah.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Ferris. I
So-
appreciate it.
So check us out. Hey, you got questions, you got comments, you got sorts of criticism. You want to see her titties? I don't give a
No,
shit.
I give a shit.
You want to see her titties? Just text me personally. Give us
That's
give
why
us
I
a
don't
shout.
send you pictures.
Give us a shout at me and Mrs. Always Right at gmail.com and check us out on Facebook.
Shut up!
Oh.
What the hell?
Facebook. Hey, Facebook.
Me
right?
and Mrs. Always Right.
Keep going. You're doing good. Close it out.
Okay, and
Hit a homer, baby.
If you want to listen,
That's all right.
Well,
make 600.
wait. Shut up. You can do it, Sissy.
You can do it, sissy.
So wherever you get your podcast, if you subscribe to us, they will automatically download. So you don't have to search or anything like that. They'll download.
Search one
automatically.
time. Subscribe.
Yes.
Bam. We'll be in your inbox every Wednesday.
Yes.
This beautiful voice and that bitch.
And if you want to hear everything that we do uncut,
Everything.
uncut on these episodes, you can support us on Patreon
Every little bit helps.
at Me and Mrs. Always Right. Other than that, we're not big on anything else because, first of all, I don't know technology anyway. So
All right.
I guess that's it, right?
That's it. That's it for this episode.
Yeah.
That's Snoop Dogg again
Oh,
jumping into
and
my head.
hey, one more thing, y'all. Wedding, not our wedding, because, dude, never do it again. But we do have a wedding coming up very, very,
and
very,
just for
very,
y'all
very
know,
soon.
Just for you know, just like in the last episode, we record a couple of these back to back.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so we still have the wedding to go to. You're going to have to wait like maybe a month to get that episode.
No, you're not. Well, I don't know. It depends on what we get questioned about or whatever topics that somebody might suggest to us or whatever. But we will let y'all know how the wedding was, and I will let you know how the wedding cake was. I can tell you the last time I went out of town to this specific place that I'm going again for another wedding. The wedding cake was so delicious, and there was a lot of cake left that you were there. There was one
Maybe.
you were
Oh yeah, it was the daughter that got married.
yeah. So
That
they
Well, was it her? Was it her wedding? Because
Yeah,
they had
yeah,
disposable
yeah.
cameras on the table.
yeah, we went to
we took selfies
every
on every
table
camera.
and took pictures of ourselves at every table.
We're horrible.
And I plan on doing that again if they have cameras, okay? Just so you know. But anyway, they had cake left over, and we brought it home, and there was like one almost, I guess you can say, one specific tier, and it was probably
The one you had your face in?
no.
Oh.
No. How big? I would say maybe a 10-inch.
You ain't never had 10 inches in your life.
10-inch round cake. It could have
cake.
been, I mean, it might have been a 12. I'm not real sure, but it was big. It was a lot. And the weekend we were there, I ate that whole thing by myself. I had it for breakfast and lunch and
I'm gonna
dinner
have
and
to.
dessert, and it was delicious. So I'm
gonna have
hoping
to break
cake
the
this
carb.
time is good.
I'm going to have to break the carb diet for that.
Well, if not, I'll eat your cake.
Nope,
if it's good.
I'm going to eat it. So.
Okay, whatever. So
But anyway, I love you.
I love you too,
I
honey.
love you.
No.
That's the gayest exit of a fucking...
Not really.
Really?
You
Nobody
know,
wants to
I've
listen to the sappy shit.
That's not true. I've had people that listen to us say, I love the way y'all exit.
Those are just janitors.
So, it takes all kinds to clean the toilets.
Aw, I do love you, though.
I love you too, honey.
All right, you have yourself a wonderful week, and I'll see you at the wedding.
Okay. I'll
All
see
right.
you there. I love you, baby.
Love you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.